and I'm just coming to tell you guys I'm monetized. I am monetized on YouTube, you guys. I am so incredibly excited. Well, wouldn't that be nice? But I screwed that up. I became monetized. That little bit of video that you just saw, if you couldn't tell by the luscious summer garden, was filmed about a month ago, a little over a month ago now. And I was monetized, and then I promptly lost it. Here's what happened. I made a rookie mistake. I opened up my YouTube Studio app one morning and I saw that I had hit the requirements for becoming monetized. And it said, click here to set up your AdSense account. And so I was so excited and so jazzed to be monetized that I clicked the button, I set everything up, and I definitely did not take the time to properly read everything. And so when you create an AdSense account, it can either be individual or business. And I got a little too big for my britches and I thought, well, I'm going to be making money. I'm a business. And I selected business. Once I had reached the amount of revenue that it takes for them to pay you, they sent me an email and they said, okay, time to set up your tax information, direct deposit, all that stuff. I was getting so excited. I clicked on it and it was asking for all sorts of legal forms and tax forms for my business that didn't exist because I'm full of it and don't have a business. And I realized my mistake. So I went to my computer and I logged into my AdSense account and I tried to change it from business to individual. You can't do that. So I deleted it, the account. I went back to YouTube to go back to that click here to set up an AdSense account button, and it was grayed out. I hovered over it and it informed me that YouTube only lets you make changes to your AdSense account once every 32 days. So I was 3 days into being monetized and discovered that I had to wait 29 more days before I could fix this mistake that I had made. You might not think that 29 days is a very long time, but when you've been waiting a year and a half to become monetized, 29 days feels like forever. And then to make matters worse, in that 29 days, I had an old video, almost a year-old video now. The algorithm somehow picked it up and it went bananas. It's coming up on 150,000 views. And as somebody who, I think the most views I had ever had prior to this video was like 2,000, and I was stoked about that. This video went crazy, and in a matter of just a few days, I've garnered thousands of new subscribers, and all of this happened while I was in this monetization limbo. And at first, I had a really hard time with that. I was very upset. I felt so defeated. I felt like all of this hard work that I had been putting in was for nothing. And then I remembered a story from the Bible. And I actually think about this story somewhat often because in this journey of mine, God has definitely had me work on my patience. I'm not a patient person, and He has definitely done a work in me in regards to patience. I remembered Sarah and Abraham. Sarah and Abraham were the ones that had a baby when they were old. And in this story, God promises them that they're going to have a baby. But I think Abraham was like, he was like over 100 years old when they had this baby. And so for years and years and years, they had to wait for this blessing from God. And Sarah, in the meantime, did not do very well with this waiting. She doubted, she was upset, she tried to take matters into her own hands. She had Abraham lay with one of her maidservants, and they had a baby, and it caused all sorts of disruptions and unhappiness within their family unit. And in the end, God did end up blessing them with a baby. Even though she didn't handle it very well, they did still receive the blessing that He had promised them. The difference was Sarah, for that length of time that they had to wait, was miserable. And that was her choice. That was not God's doing. She forfeited the peace and contentment that she could have had while she waited for God to come through on His promise. She traded it for doubt and anger and sadness and uncertainty, and she had to live with that. And so she made that period of time she made it miserable for herself. And so I have been very careful. When I read that story, I really took it to heart. It resonated with me deeply because I feel like Sarah, and I feel like this future that I have envisioned for myself is my figurative baby. And as I wait for these things that God has promised me to come to pass, I'm not going to be miserable. I'm not going to be, which, mind you, this has been a journey, because if you go back further into my videos, I have a few videos where I'm crying. When is this going to happen? I'm so upset. I'm so tired of waiting. And after I read this story with Sarah and Abraham and I saw the parallels, I said, I'm not going to do this. I am not going to ruin this time for myself by being unhappy and doubting God's promises and being impatient. And so I very much looked at this monetization situation the same way. It can be very upsetting that I had to wait the 29 days. I got monetized, it was immediately taken away from me, and all of this success that that video has garnered, I get nothing from it. I've had so many people in my day-to-day life be like, are you going to get back paid for the success of that video? No, that's not how this works. All of that success that that video saw while I was in this monetization limbo is gone. I don't get any of that. And that's okay. I'm okay with it because I know that God is going to bless me abundantly in the future. I'm completely believing that, and I'm trusting him. He's made promises to me. He will see them through. I'm not going to be upset. I'm not going to cry over spilt milk. I can't take it back. I can't change it. I'm not going to live upset or discontent because of something I can't change. So all I can do is learn from it and read more carefully any future paperwork or decisions or choices I have to make. I'm going to go slowly and read everything thoroughly and make sure I don't do this again. But I'm coming to you now today because as of, let's see, so I'm going to put this up on Sunday. I don't normally upload on Sundays, but I'm so excited to bring this to you. I think I was able to resubmit my AdSense account on Thursday. So I've been monetized for a few days now. And I just wanted to come to you guys and tell you what the heck happened because I was talking so much, like, I'm so close to my watch hours. And then I just didn't talk about it again. And I had several people message me on Instagram like, hey, did you do it? Did you hit your watch hours? And anybody who reached out to me personally, I divulged. I told them the story. Like, yep, I hit it. And then immediately screwed it up. So if you're a content creator, if your business page, I'm trying to think of it, for some reason Haas Tools is coming to my mind. They're who I buy my planting garlic from. They have a YouTube channel. They probably selected business because they have a business. That is their YouTube channel for their business. So that's what that means. I'm an individual. I am one person who does not have any businesses established, and I am the YouTube channel. And so I should have selected an individual instead of business. So if you're a content creator, and if you haven't already come upon this, then now you know. Don't make that mistake. Don't get too big for your britches. You're not a business. You're an individual. Anyway, before I let you guys go, there's one more thing I want to say. Like I said, have thousands of new subscribers, and if you are one of them, if you're watching my channel and you've just subscribed recently, I want to welcome you to my channel. We have been doing this here for over a year and a half now, and I have such a sweet little community that I've built here and over on Instagram, and I absolutely love talking to you guys and getting to meet you guys, talking about ideas with you guys. And when I film my videos, I genuinely feel like I'm talking to you. Like right now, I'm in my living room, sitting on the floor, talking to my camera, and I feel like I'm talking to you. And so welcome. I'm so happy you're here. I hope that you guys stick around for a long time. We're just getting started. We are just getting started. I so look forward to and anticipate the future of this channel. Buying property, building a house, having babies, this business of mine that's not a business yet, growing, and just what the future looks like. I'm so excited. And so I really hope that you will join us on this journey. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for subscribing. It's likely that you found me through my easy baking mixes video. That's the one that went crazy. Thank you for taking a chance on me, for clicking on that video, for watching, commenting, subscribing. I'm so grateful. And I actually have another Easy Baking Mixes holiday edition that I am filming next week. It's my sister's getting married tomorrow, so the rehearsal dinner's tonight. I just got out of the shower, I got dressed, I've got to do my makeup and stuff. So I got to get through that. I'm her matron of honor. I'm so excited. And then yeah, so next week I'm gonna film that video. It'll probably go up next weekend, sometime around then. So hopefully that one does well also, and I will actually earn revenue from that one. Oh, gosh, mistakes have been made, but that's okay. It's fine. I'm not worried about it. Truly, I've let it go. I was upset about it for a little while. I'm not anymore. It's okay. It'll all work out in the end, right? So, thanks, guys, for hanging out with me while I explained what happened. And again, thank you for being here. I'm so grateful. I can't wait to see you in my next video. Have faith, my friends, and keep moving forward. Bye.
Are you messing with my mind? Yeah. First you tell me that you're all mine. Oh, then you say you need